Hey everyone, I hope that you are doing very well. This is not my usual setup because the camera quality is super low and also there are birds flying above my head, as you can see. But my SD card is currently broken. The little plastic bit that locks and unlocks it fell off, so it's currently just locked now. So I need to fix that. But I wanted to get this little video, an intro part filmed to this video so I can upload it. I filmed these montages of me creating different pages in my sketchbook, honestly for the sole purpose of the enjoyment that I get from watching it back, because you spend like an hour or two on each page and all of a sudden it's like condensed into a 30-second video, so it's just really satisfying to watch, and I love watching other people's, so I thought this might be a little bit fun to upload. The reason I created this video in the first place and the reason I did all of these pieces, and they just are totally random and have no cohesive style or theme running through them. I just recently finished secondary school, and for the last 6 years I've been taking art as a subject, so I've been doing a lot of artwork in the last 6 years, and I kind of forgot what it was like to enjoy just making art for the fun of it and not to be graded or not for an exam purpose or a pressurized situation. So yeah, I just decided to get an old sketchbook that I hadn't filled up yet. I wanted to try out a bunch of different styles and a bunch of different mediums. I tried out gouache paint for the first time. So what I did for each of these is I looked up different art prompts and then I matched those with different art styles so that I was kind of learning about new art styles and trying out different things along the way. So I'm kind of still going with my sketchbook. It's definitely not filled up yet, but this is just a video of me showing you a few of them that I did at the early stages. So yeah, it's just kind of encouragement to you, or maybe a little bit of like a art prompt as well if you enjoy making art but you're kind of in a creative slump, or even if you have never tried art before, just try to give it a go and look up different things, different art prompts. There's so many different like art challenges on Pinterest, and it's just a lot of fun to push outside your creative boundary and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to stop talking and let you get into the video. Grab yourself a snack, get a drink, and just enjoy the montage and the satisfaction of seeing art pieces in 20 seconds that took about 2 hours. That's all I have to say. Bye. This first page was all about Japanese woodblock art style. It's a traditional form of Japanese art that is really beautiful and probably one of my favorite art styles, so I decided I'd do some koi fish and then also include some of the traditional motifs and designs you would usually find in traditional Japanese art. So I really loved how this piece turned out. The pencils weren't the best, so I found it a bit hard to blend, but it was a lot of fun to do. This next page makes me so happy. I basically just drew from a picture on my iPhone that I took while I was over in Florida last year. This is the house that I was staying in, and it was so beautiful, and so it was just a really happy reminder of that beautiful Florida trip, and I just love drawing in pencil. It's one of my favorite mediums, and yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. This next page was so fun to do. I had wanted to try out gouache paints for a while, and all of my friends who also like art were like raving about them, but I never picked them up. But when I saw a packet in TK Maxx for a really good deal, I bought them. And I do not regret my decision at all, because it is such a beautiful medium. If you've never tried it before, I mean, you can see it with this painting. It's just so vibrant and so creamy, and it's just so easy to blend as well. So I would definitely encourage anybody who likes this kind of style to pick up a packet, because it is really beautiful. I also definitely felt in my element with this piece because I love painting and drawing natural forms. I'm definitely feel more skilled in this area. I feel like some people are just better at drawing like faces or buildings, but I'm definitely more inclined towards like nature and all that fun stuff. So I really liked doing this piece. It just felt really easy and simple. I just pulled up a picture on Pinterest and painted away, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah. I also added a blue background, as you'll see in a minute, because I just felt like it was really complementary to the colors of the roses and the leaves. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm excited to use gouache more. This next piece I based off of my favorite book. That was the prompt of the art challenge that day. So I decided I would do The Great Gatsby because I studied that in school for my Leaving Cert, and I just genuinely love that book. I don't know what it is about it, but I just really love it. I'm not a huge fan of the movie, like it's okay, but it wasn't my favorite. But I decided I would do the eyes of T.J. Eckleburg. If you've read The Great Gatsby or watched the movie, you know all about that, but it's like a huge symbol in the movie, so I did the eyes. And I wanted to do it in mixed media, so I used, I think, acrylic for the paint and then just pen, like normal biro pen for the eyes, and then added some fireworks and kind of a little design of the Roaring Twenties to kind of represent that era of when it was set. And yeah, it was really a lot of fun. I was kind of not happy with how the calligraphy that I did in a few minutes, you'll see, turned out, because it actually ended up kind of transferring over to the other side of the other paper on the other side of the sketchbook, which is kind of annoying, but you don't see that here because it happened later. But right now it looks good. Yeah, I would have definitely changed that because I used a bit of an inkier pen, and so yeah, that's the only thing. But all in all, I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. It is definitely very different to the typical art style that I do, so it was nice to try something out and experiment, and yeah, just push my creative boundary, as I said in the intro. That is so cringe, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. And following on, the next day I did my favorite movie, so I decided to do Forrest Gump. Yes, it is my favorite movie, and I just love it so much. So I did this kind of minimalistic art piece of Jenny and Forrest. That was a really bad impression of a southern accent, but forgive me. I wanted to do kind of a vibrant minimalistic piece, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. This is definitely probably more of how my art style is usually, but it was cool to do that with like figures and actual people because I've never tried that before. So I just did these like sun rays beaming out. I kind of messed up a little bit, but we'll just ignore that. And yeah, it looks kind of cool. Not my favorite, but it was fun to do. So I have no idea where the beginning footage for this piece went. I don't know if the file just got lost or something, but anyways, I guess we're starting from here. I did a base of watercolor for the main leaf and the background, and then I went in with some acrylic paint or gouache paint. I'm not too sure what it was, but I just added some little detailing, and yeah, it was just really fun. I love doing these kind of pieces. They just look really minimalistic and effortless, so I enjoy doing this a lot. I added some gold in as well and some yellow to just highlight different areas of the leaf, and then I love adding in white paint as well to highlight some of the areas. So yeah, this is how it turned out, and I really like it. This next piece was a lot of fun, definitely not my usual style, but I based it off of my favorite TV show, which is That 70s Show. I love it so much, and so I did this kind of psychedelic 70s art theme and just kind of looked through some reference photos from the branding during that time, and this is kind of what I pulled together. Again, my pen leaked, which you don't see now, but it happened later when I did the writing in it, so that was a bit of a bummer because now it looks really bad, but it looked nice at the time, I guess. I was kind of unhappy with how this piece sort of looks a little bit messy in some places, but I don't know if that's just me being a perfectionist, but it was definitely a lot of fun to try out a different style that I definitely don't usually do, but yeah, it was a lot of fun, very vibrant, very colourful, definitely giving me those 70s vibes. And then in the calligraphy, or like just writing, I wrote the beginning of the theme song, which is hanging out down the street. Yeah, so that's my 70s show inspired piece. Here are a few more pages that I didn't film but just wanted to include at the end of this video. These are some mountain ranges in Hungary. This is a peach tree I found online. This is inspired by Roy Lichtenstein's pop artwork. These are just some sketches with biro pen. This is based on Mount Fuji. And these are just some more abstract pieces with biro as well. And this is pointillism, so I dotted all of those little dots. And this is St. Basil's Cathedral in Moscow. So Let me know down below what one you like best, and you can check out my Etsy shop for some of my more professional artwork and kind of ones that I put more time into. And yeah, this is a cute Bible verse that I like, and I'll see you next time. I don't know why I'm commenting over my titles, but this is what's happening, so I'll see you guys next week or whenever I make another YouTube video. Bye!